day. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Bridgewater sacked.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ross Blacklock, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
13-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
First down, Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And this will be taken at the 13. Look at the spin. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That's taken in by Duvernay. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. First down, Falcons.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. The 30. The 20.
That's what it is,
and he
baby.
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Time to take a glance into what we've seen so far from Teddy Bridgewater. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Here's Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Being chased out left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 29.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively? Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. There's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. What a spin. Oh, what a juke into space. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles. So under pressure, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. But Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter, so how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked, because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool, but he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England, And it's the Black Knights who have the lead. Auden Tate, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Steven Sims, up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Galladay, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They start the second half with Kamara. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to be out up around the... .45-yard line.
The ball carrier. It's a gain of 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devin Duvernay, 38 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. Left side complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
At the Falcons, 47
to throw, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Cowboys.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
The 25-yard line.
Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Back now in Arlington, it's the Falcons. They've got the football, they've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
Bridgewater's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Bridgewater. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 50-yard line.
Bridgewater now from the 50. He gets it left side to Johnson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. A really nice open field tackle.
Well, you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
38-yard line.
Bridgewater again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, Bridgewater. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Lockett, 38 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
No, sir.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Time to take a glance into what we've seen so far from Teddy Bridgewater. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry, or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up, and it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. Oh, that was dangerous.
Incomplete.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Cowboys.
Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside.
That's another.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Falcons, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.